Tucker Carlson being considered for president. Now, we have all looked at Tucker, heard his speeches, and gone, man, I wish a guy like that would run for office. And it's always been something that, in my opinion, it seems like Tucker has kind of been positioning himself for. Meeting with all these world leaders, doing interviews, but overall, building relationships. Now, somebody was good enough to actually get in front of Trump and ask Trump the question, would he consider Tucker Carlson as a running mate? And let's get right to what Trump said. Let's get right into it. Here it is.
Would you consider Tucker Carlson on your VP list?
Oh,
Now,
wow.
I want to give you a hypothetical here. You're a big sports fan. You know, like Nick Saban's going to retire at some point. And if you talk to the athletic director at Alabama, he would say he has a list. So would Tucker Carlson be on your list of potential VPs? And how many names might be on that list as you sit and look and survey the political field?
Well, first of all, I did my first, you could call it counter-programming, but I won't call it that. But Tucker wanted to do an interview during the first debate. And I think because this is what your business is, we broke every record.
Monster audience.
In history. Yeah. I think it just hit over 300 million people. But it was for that evening over 207 million. It then got to 275 within a day or two. And the biggest ever was Oprah's interview with Michael Jackson, which was 125 million. So we almost doubled it. Now, who would have thought that was going to happen? The debate, the last debate they had the lowest audience in the history of presidential debates. I don't know if you know it. And I think the one tonight it's on tonight. And I don't even talk about it.
Would you consider Tucker, though, that they based on those
I
numbers?
like Tucker a lot. I guess I would. I think I'd say I would because he's got great common sense. When they say that you guys are conservative or I'm conservative, it's not that we're conservative. We have common sense. We want to have safe borders. We want to have a wall because walls work. You know what, Ron, I used to say about walls? I'd say wheels and walls. Everything changes. The computer that you have in front of you in about a month from now will be totally obsolete. Right now you have the finest equipment in the world. And in about a month from now, that equipment will be obsolete. The only two things for centuries that's not obsolete are wheels and walls, right?
That's pretty good.
No, when you think about it, right? A wheel will always be a wheel. It's never going to change. And a wall will always be a wall.
And it'll
walls
work all the time.
No, walls work. Remember when they were saying walls don't work?
Yeah. And
Remember walls?
Joe Biden's got a wall at his beach house, by the way.
Yeah, and he does. And by the way, there are a lot of other walls. Nancy Pelosi has a wall also. And if she didn't have a wall, of course, it didn't work that well with respect to the husband. But, generally speaking, it would work.
Oh, man. So there you go. Trump's hilarious, by the way. Just had to throw that jab in at Paul Pelosi real quick. And why not? Why not, He's had to deal with that guy's wife for 4 years, even 5, 6 years, even longer, I would imagine. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Tucker Carlson possibly being Trump's running mate? He said he's considering him. If he's willing to consider and Tucker's willing to actually step into the role, this is something that could really happen, which would kind of be incredible. They're very much on the same. They're very much in the same. They're on the same page when it comes to America first. Fixing the immigration problems, fixing the lawlessness that's going on, fixing the drug epidemic that's hitting the streets of Philadelphia and LA and all sorts of cities. This would be incredible. This would be incredible. This would be better than Trump and Vivek, which is something that I've brought up before as well, because I think Vivek would be a great vice president as well. But Tucker Carlson would be even better. You know why? Vivek, I think, could go into other countries and have good conversations and be a good ambassador for the free world. But Tucker Carlson is already respected and liked and watched in other countries. There are many other countries in Europe, South America that watch Tucker Carlson a lot. They respect him. In fact, I think he was meeting with, I want to say maybe the president of Hungary at some point. And the president of Hungary was like, my son absolutely loves your show. He's like, can you meet my son real quick? He's respected by world leaders and by public of other countries and cities. So this could really work out. And for me, it would be a dream. If you guys don't know, I identify as the Black Tucker Carlson, and if you don't respect that, you're a bigot. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying. And if he goes and goes into vice presidency, then I'm free to just be Tucker Carlson. I won't have to be the black one anymore, you know? Obviously, I'm just kidding. But tremendous amount of respect for him. He did inspire me to do what I'm doing right now. He and many others, but he really stands out, in my opinion. Incredible. I think this would be something remarkable if it actually happened. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Do you think Tucker Carlson could actually be a vice president? Let's just play in, Operation Save America, because that's what would happen. America would be saved if this happened. Both of them don't respect the intelligence agencies. They don't respect them at all. Both of them know how corrupt Washington is. They've both experienced it. Tucker's experienced it on the media side and the politics side. Trump has experienced it on the media side and the politics side. They get it. They completely get it. So both of them together, man, it would be perfect. It would actually be, and I know it sounds a little weird. It's Tucker Carlson. He's a journalist. He got fired from Fox. He's building a media company. I know all those things, but I still think he would be great in that position, because here's the thing. A lot of people always have this notion that it's like, oh, but what about, he doesn't have much experience. I remember listening to someone in the comments and they were like, these guys who have 30 years experience, like those are the people, they're the experts. And it's like, the experts, 30 years of getting absolutely nothing done. That doesn't make you an expert. In my opinion, listen, 30 years of getting nothing done, you're a bit of a failure. A little bit. You're dedicated. You're passionate about your job, maybe. But 30 years and you got nothing done? And all the bad things that have happened to every American citizen that happened on your watch, and you got nothing done? You did nothing for them? No. So I really do think that there's people who, just regular people who should be in these positions. Like right now, Chuck Schumer is the senator, He's pretty much the head, of the Democrats, in a sense. Kind of a speaker box for certain entities. Megaphone. Someone who is just from where he's from, who's just a regular guy, should probably be in that position. Because a regular guy, if regular people were in these positions, they'd be like, well, I'm going to do this for a while, because there should be term limits, obviously. Like, no one should just be there forever. A regular guy should be able to go in there and be like, oh, I'm going to be amongst the public again. They can see my face. They know who I am. I can't steal. I can't lie. I can't do any of that because I'm going to have to go back to the public. And my family lives in the community, right? I think that would be way better. Right now, we have it where these politicians are pretty much celebrities. You never see them out and about. They live in these very far off communities. You have no idea where they live. You have no idea where they are. Their families don't communicate with the public. They're like these upper elite class people. So they have no real incentive to do right by the citizens. I'm just saying. We should give it a shot. You know what I mean? I'm not saying every single position should be like regular people, but give one electrician from Boston a shot at governor, and like someone just watches over him a little bit, or like, you know what I mean? I bet you he does better, because he'll be like, I've had 30 years. Listen, compare this. You have 30 years of being a politician, of being this elite person, of being somebody who can sign a deal here, hear about something here, support a bill here, then you buy a stock here, your money goes up there. 30 years of that, just amassing wealth while not really getting anything done. Or 30 years of living amongst the people, having to scrape to get by, living from check to check, and now you're in a position that helps the people. What are you going to do? What do you think that person's going to do? They're going to help the people. Again, term limits have to go back into society. That's the incentive. That's the real incentive. That's just me. The world would be much different if I took over. I would be wild. I'd be very wild. I'd be like that guy. I'd just be pointing into the audience. Come up here. You're my vice president. What do you do? Garbage man? Perfect. I really think those are the people that should kind of be in charge. But to everymen, and I know it's weird to call Trump the everyman, but he really is. I'm just saying, I've made a case for this before. The guy's been not so well off. Say upper middle class. We'll say that. He's been that. He's been starting out in business and not knowing much. He has been a celebrity. He has been a businessman. He has gone bankrupt twice, I believe. He's been a billionaire. He's been president. He's been caught saying lewd things that were branded as locker room talk when he was talking about women and what you can grab them by. So he's like a dude there. He's funny. He golfs. He's like dating playboys, all sorts of stuff. He's literally done everything that an American citizen would aspire to do. Everything. So that's why I call him the everyman. And then Tucker Carlson, same thing. The guy's a fisherman, likes to hang out with his wife. Wife doesn't allow him to watch TV at home, nor does he want to. Has kids, looks after his kids, doesn't care for money, speaks truth to power. You know what I mean? I just think they would be a great pair. I've been talking for too long. Let me know in the comments. Get over to the comment section. Let me know what you think about what Trump has said about Tucker and what you think about those two being together on the same ticket. I would be pumped. Other than that, subscribe, like, and I'm out.